It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with nice mild temperatures. Numbers, in fact, this morning, they're starting out in the upper 40s, and it is going to be a warm day, a warm front lifting north through the Ozarks overnight through this morning, creating some shower opportunities and definitely creating a warm forecast for us today. High temperature forecast in Springfield is 77 degrees. It is seriously going to be warm in the Ozarks, but with that warmth in early March comes the threat for some storms and maybe some strong ones too. We'll get to that in just a minute. The showers that we're seeing this morning along the cold front are light in nature. However, I do expect that as we go through the afternoon, we get closer to the lunch hour in the middle of the day, we're going to see some isolated activity that has the potential for some showers and thunder and lightning, as well as the potential for hail in some of the stronger storms. The frontal boundary lifting north kind of creates this unsettled atmosphere for us, and it's going to feel really warm. So when it's not raining, it'll be great to get outdoors for an afternoon walk. But this also means a few strong storms will be possible in the forecast today. And I think the best chance for those are going to occur up north of Highway 54. Other places in the Ozarks could get some thunder and lightning, some small hail, but hail up to the size of quarters will be possible in some of the stronger storms. Now, looks like some strong storms are also possible in the forecast tomorrow in a more widespread nature. So strong to marginally severe storms are possible again on Wednesday. And once again here, the main risk is going to be hail up to the size of quarters, but also some damaging wind gusts will be possible. So this week, we really have to remain weather aware. We're going to look at the forecast and say, oh, these temperatures look great. They're way above average, and they are, but they also come with a few risks. Above normal temperatures are also in the forecast as we head into the weekend. I have the potential for some severe weather in the forecast again on Friday. Once again, the atmosphere will be conducive for thunderstorms and potentially some severe weather Friday, and that is going to pack a punch with it. Exact details on the Friday system still a bit unknown, but the main point here is that it's unsettled. This is some of that early spring weather. We often have a super unsettled atmosphere while a very strong trough is expected to move across the country, and it's going to bring some pains with it as it does that. Overall, this active pattern that I mentioned yesterday, it's still on course. We are going to see rainfall chances nearly every single day. And already we have multiple opportunities for some strong storms just this week. This is going to lead to above normal precip for the first half of March. We've been talking about the drought conditions, the dry ground. We're basically going to turn the spigot on and not be able to turn it off here. We have very little change in the weather pattern through the first 2 weeks of the month, and this rain is going to accumulate in many spots. The potential for thunderstorms and maybe even strong to severe storms continues to need to be monitored for the next couple of weeks, and we could put down several inches of rainfall here, maybe upwards of 4 or 5 just in the first couple weeks of the month. Exact timing and placement of heavier rain still unknown, but the Ozarks securely in that threat. So flooding potential is going to be possible, especially in this extended forecast. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's that mixed precipitation once again is falling on the radar today from the central to eastern United States. We also have strong storms that are possible from the central plains today. We're included in that. Those are the storms that I mentioned north of Highway 54. We continue to see locally heavy rainfall for the Ohio Valley today, as well as warm weather that is surging across most of the United States, making it feel much like spring, and it certainly does here in the Ozarks with our highs in the upper 70s. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day today. And the question that I left you with yesterday was this: what popular snack food was originally created as a sarcasm response to a customer complaining about potato chips being too thick? Do you think it was A, pretzels, B, Saratoga chips, which is a form of potato chip, C, popcorn, or D, nachos? And if you knew the term, it was B, Saratoga chips, which are a thin potato chips. And if you think it's too thick, then we'll make it thinner. And oh, look at that, it's stuck. Now potato chips are at every single barbecue. and everybody likes them. All right. So here's the next question for the brain twister trivia question. What is the only mammal that can't jump? Do you think it's A, an elephant, B, a hippopotamus, C, a sloth, or D, a rhinoceros? Which one cannot jump? You can let me know your guess. That's at the website aroundtheozarks.com. At the end of the week, all correct answers to the brain twister trivia question are put into a hat. We draw a winner for $25 to Chicken Salad Chick. It's free to enter, so head to the website to do that. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great one, everybody. Catch you again tomorrow morning.